If you get your whole plan done early, you can do this next step, which is to think about the shape of the melody. So if you look at my fake words, the Queen has asked me to find this man's name. He really is cruel and quite insane. The most important word there is cruel. My Queen, happy because he loves the Queen, has asked me. She's a bit sad, but she doesn't realise her danger yet. Find this man's name. Also a bad choice. I think I need an A major chord there. Now you might say, look, Miss Townsley, you're just being wild. I am, yeah? I'm just doing it by ear. Because this is music theatre and, you know, you're allowed to do some pretty wild things. So I suggested to you to just do basic chords to start with and then test them so that you can see if they actually work. He really is cruel, B diminished 7, which unfortunately for you is B minor 7 flat 5 in this program. And D minor 7. Quite insane. Maybe insane needs a bit of more excitement. Unfortunately for us, this program doesn't have all of the chords that you want, which is probably why jam is good, because I'd like C minor. Insane, yeah, with that weird extra note, but unfortunately I can't get it. I like the chord finder because it's so quick. You can try things out without the annoyance value of jam, but jam has more chords that you can actually try. You can try all the ones that we know. Chord finder's sort of designed a little bit for pop music, so they've left some out and also had weird spellings for some. I'd suggest you for a basic pass that the notes in each bar match the chords and then add in non-chordal notes later. So C-E-G could have a C, A-C-E-G could have a C, and it could also perhaps have an A. D minor 7, D-F-A-C could have an A or an F, yeah, or a D. I might make it an A because this needs to be an A, but I could make this an F. G7 could have a B, that's no problem. C minor can't have B's in it, so I might make it a C again, or maybe a G. B diminished, BDF and A flat can't have a G, but I could move this one up to an A and make it flat. Okay, so I know that's weird, but that's a note that comes from this chord, BDF, A flat, yeah, from the key of C minor. BDF would be fine. That's a B natural, you know, just to be sure you know. D minor 7 could be an A. G7 could be a B. C minor could be a C. Once you've done this, they're the notes for all 3 of your A section. My Queen has asked me to find this man's name. He really is cruel and quite insane. Really horrible, isn't it? Yeah? Quite insane will sound better when you've got the chords underneath it. Quite insane. Sounds a little bit more music theatre, particularly if I did a fake music theatre voice. You know, sort of twangy and a bit sort of nasal and a bit of vibrato. If I was really writing this song, I'd be using much more complicated harmonic rhythm and actual chords. But you can only work at the level that you've been able to get to. If this is what you're up to, this is what you're up to. However, as we discussed, we can do some chordal notes and some non-chordal notes. The ones I'm turning purple are non-chordal notes. This G is actually in this chord, A, C, E, G, which is fine. But I could do a non-chordal note for that little spot there, and same here. You play around with your melody until it sounds nice with the chords. And the best way to do that is to sing, but you could also just briefly realise your chords out into just piano so you can hear them. My Queen has asked me to find this man's name. He really is... I don't like that G minor 7. Or try nothing else. Find this man's name. He really is cruel and quite insane. Yeah, that's the process of this step. After that, we'll start working on how to turn these boring chords into a proper piano part.